The Boy with the Gun. Jones looked at the cityscape. Outside, she was calm, cool, and collected. Inside, she was wondering where the fuck he was. Her pulse didn't quicken with anxiety. It beat its perfect rhythm. She breathed in and out and waited. The disc burnt like fire in her pocket. It painted a bullseye on her back. It made the danger palpable. There were men looking for her. She didn't know for sure, but she was absolutely certain. By now they would have discovered her intrusion, and they know exactly what she took. She had been quiet, thank God for that. It's too valuable to let her get away like this. Or maybe not her, but her employer. They'd kill her to make an example if they caught her, to be sure. But it wouldn't be personal. If they found who hired her, they'd flay him alive and make sure he was conscious to feel every second of it. Then play it back to him on a loop. That's the price of business. She sat in the park across the river on a bench. District 3 had long since been colonized by the Chabos, long before they recognized corporate interests as such. Her turquoise blue hair didn't particularly stand out from the Korean executive class, so no one looked twice at her as long as she sat there, alone, waiting, like something out of a bad spy novel. This is why you don't let the client choose the drop location. No one looked at her twice, but she studied each of them with interest. A disheveled man walked up to her. "Hey, do you have..." He started in Korean, clearly not native Korean. His accent pointed towards the direction of Vietnamese, but not from Saigon. She just stared back at him from behind her sunglasses. They were designer smart glass. She didn't need them, clearly. It was nighttime and her eyes were perfect beyond perfect. Her parents had made sure of that. But they had the telltale unreal quality to them, so she chose to wear sunglasses as to not tip her hand too quickly. The hair stood up on the back of her neck. She kicked back, toppling the bench backwards as the sound of tearing air perforated the shabby man. She didn't have time to swear. She rolled to her feet, already with gun in hand. She didn't have time to think, but she didn't know where the fire was coming from. Whipping her head around, she rapidly relocated it. She identified a man, and then another. With a deafening crack, which was followed by another, she effortlessly watched them fall. Her muscles absorbed the recoil as part of an elegant ballet. She rolled over the sculpture, spotting another gunman, loosed another round. He dropped. She heard footsteps fast approaching, and in a fluid motion she let her dragon roar. "Fucking amateurs," she said in perfect Korean. She couldn't stay here. Whoever had sent them knew that they were here. Worst case, or soon would, realize that one of their canvassing teams had been taken out. Best case. She had to relocate. She sent notice to her contract that the drop had been cancelled. She needed to exfil. Now. Fuck! The disc was fire and it intended to do what fire always did. Burn her to a cinder. Why couldn't she be tasked with stealing something like cotton candy?